Hi, so I'm going to help you all with your lesson for Student Book 265 through 266. Our objective is to solve division story problems. Division is our key word here, and I believe it also says it at the top, so that way you know for sure you are doing division. So I have one of the problems written up here, and it says trading cards come in packs of 12 cards. Okay. Chris bought 300 cards. How many packs did he buy? Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to find my two values. So I see 12 cards, okay, and I see 300 cards. But in my answer, it's asking how many packs did he buy. Here is our unit here. That will be in our answer. So if one pack, right? One pack is equal to 12 cards. Okay. If I have a total of 300 cards, I want to split it up or divide it into packs of 12. So that means the math you are doing is 300 divided by 12. Now, it is possible for you to do long division for this, which is really awesome. So we're going to try that first. To set up the long division, you're going to put your first number in this division sentence under the house, 300 divided by 12. And then we're going to use Miss Valerie's cover-up method. I'm going to cover up all the numbers till there's only one left. Can 12 go into 3? So I'm looking if 12 is bigger than 3, I cannot do that. So I'm going to say that's not possible. But 12 can go into 30. Then I want to think to myself, how many times can 12 go into 30? Well, I know 12 times 2 is 24. If I add another 12 to that, that would be too high. So I'm going to put a 2 here and subtract 24. Okay? And that will give me 6. 12 is bigger than 6, so I need to drop down my 0. 12 can go into 60, and again, we should know our 12 math facts, but if not, you can do a repeated addition until you get to the number 60. But I should know 12 times 5 is 60. So my answer for this problem is 25 packs of cards. Now, in some of the other problems on this page, doing long division won't work. In the case that it doesn't work, what I would suggest is to round. So, in the case of this, I know that 12 is very close to my favorite number that we are all very familiar with dividing and multiplying with. It's very close to the number 10. Woo, and I'm sure you cannot see how small I wrote that 10, so I'm going to rewrite that. 12 is very close to the number 10. Okay, so what I'm going to think of is what times 10 would give me 300. Okay. If I think about it, okay, well I know if you multiply anything by 10, it looks like you add a 0. We all know that that's not what's happening. But if I did 3 times 10, that would give me 30. And I still need an extra 0. So I'm going to add my 0 to this. This is just a base to figure out guess and check multiplication in the case that you can't do long division. Okay, so I know that since I rounded down from 12 to 10, I have to multiply 12 times something that's less than 30. Okay, and so you just guess and check. I just happen to guess on the first try. Maybe you try a couple things first. Let's say you tried 26 first, and it was too high. Then you go down to 25, and eventually it'll get you to 25. Okay? And then we have our next problem down here, which involves fractions. And again, this is division. It tells you it's division. I'm telling you it's division because that is our objective. There's 1/2 of a pan of lasagna to feed Marta and 3 cousins. So I've got 1/2 of a pan of lasagna, and I've got Marta and 3 cousins. So that's a total of 4 people. Okay? How much of the whole pan of lasagna do they each get? In division, you need to start with the whole and then break it up into pieces. So now logically we need to think, we're not splitting up cousins or people into halves. So if someone were to write 4 divided by 1/2, that would be you cutting people in half. And we like to be nice, kind people in 5th grade, so we are not going to do that. We're going to start with how much lasagna we have, which is 1/2 of the pan. And then we are going to divide it by the amount of people, okay, that are going to eat it. All right, and then we know from division, which I also have linked our Keep Change Flip video, the song, onto here, we are going to keep the 1/2 the same. 1/2, okay? Then we are going to change the division sign to multiplication, and then we are going to flip our last number. Now, this is a whole number, so it's not written in fraction form, but we should remember in order to change a whole number into a fraction, we are putting it over 1, so it should read 4/1. So when I flip this, that means the 1 is going to become the numerator, and the 4 is going to become the denominator. Now all I have to do is multiply. I'm going to multiply straight across. Going to do 1 times 1, and then 2 times 4. I'm only rewriting this because it was looking a little messy with all my arrows. 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 4 is 8, to give me my answer 1/8.